Good day, class. This is me again, Teacher Rena. I hope that you are all doing fine today with a strong body and mind so that you can listen to our discussion for this morning. So, are you ready now? Today, we are going to talk about the common hand tools. So, these are the tools that are found in your home, at home. Yes, very good. So first, we have the bolo. Bolo is used for cutting grasses, weeds, and small to medium branches of trees, and for splitting wood and bamboo. So, are you familiar with this? Yes, we commonly use this for cutting grasses. And next, we have the crowbar. So, what is a crowbar? A crowbar is used for digging deep holes and for digging out stones or stumps. So we use the crowbar to dig holes, deep holes. And then we have the pick mattock. What is a pick mattock? A pick mattock is used for digging canals and breaking hard topsoils as well as for digging out stones and tree stumps. So this is, look at the picture. This is how the pick mattock look like. So next we have the grub hoe. What is a grub hoe? This is used for breaking and pulverizing topsoil. So if you want to pulverize the soil, you can use the grub hoe. The next we have the shovel. Have you seen this in personal? Okay, so a shovel is used for digging loose soil from one place to another and for mixing soil media. So what are those soil media? Those are the fertilizers, the animal manure. Yes. And then we have the spade. It looks like a shovel, but a spade has a different use. It is used for digging canals or ditches in soft or loose soil and for removing debris or trashes. So if you want to separate the trashes from your soil, you can use the spade. The next, we have the rake. So what is the use of the rake? Rake is used for leveling turned soil and for clearing the ground. So if you want to gather the dry leaves, you can use the rake. The next, we have the spading fork. So what is the use of spading fork? It is used for turning over materials in the compost heap and for digging out root crops or loosening the soil. So spading fork has a lot of uses. You can use it to turn over your materials in the compost heap. So your garbages, you can use the spading fork. And then for digging out root crops. So this will help you to dig the root crops and then for loosening the soil too. And we have the light hoe. So look at the light hoe. It's like the grub hoe, right? But this is also different because this is used for digging furrows for planting in the garden. So it is also used for loosening and leveling the topsoil. So if you want to level the soil, you can use the light hoe. And then we have the hand trowel. A hand trowel is used for cultivating the soil around small plants and for applying organic fertilizer. You can also use this in planting the seeds. Yes. And then it says here that in cultivating the soil. around the plants so that it will be easier for you. And then to apply fertilizers, small amount of fertilizers, you can use the hand trowel. And then we have the hand cultivator. This is used for shallow cultivation in the garden plot and for removing weeds around the plant. So you can use this hand cultivator in cultivating the plots, yes, your garden plot, and then for removing weeds around the plant. If you want to remove those weeds, so that it will be easier for you, you can use this hand cultivator. Okay, and then we have the hand fork. So we have the spading fork, and then we also have the hand fork. So this is more convenient because it is small. So this can be used in inter-row cultivation. So if you want it to be more convenient for you, because the spading fork is big, so you can use this hand fork. And then we have the pruning shears. So are you familiar with this? Okay, maybe not, but the pruning shear is used for cutting unwanted small branches. So those dead small branches, you can use this pruning shear. And also, plants, it is also used for cutting planting materials for grafting. So if you are grafting, if you want to graft your mango tree, then you can use this pruning shear to cut the small branches. And then we have, by the way, class, a pruning shear is also used for harvesting. Yes, you can use that for harvesting those fruits or vegetables with small branches. And then we have the axe. The axe is used for manually cutting trees and splitting medium-sized branches. So this is commonly used by our father, right? So your father used this to cut the medium-sized branches for cooking, right? Okay. And then we have the knife. So what is the use of the knife aside from using this in the kitchen? This is also used for in the garden. Yes, you can also use this knife. It is used for cutting planting materials and also for grafting and marketing. So again, for grafting and for marketing, if you're going to market your trees, diba? You can use the branches from a mango tree. You can use the knife for cutting, for leaving a small cut in your branches. Then we have the sprinkler. So what is a sprinkler? So the sprinkler rather is used for watering young plants and seedlings. So this is more high tech. Look at the picture. So diba, you can see we have the sprinkler with a handle. That is also a sprinkler. And then we have the water pail. So a water pail is used for holding water, manure, fertilizers, or waste materials. So this is also used for carrying your fertilizers, your animal matures. You can put it in the water pail. Aside from water, yes. And then we have here the sprayers. So look at the picture. This is a knapsack sprayer. So when can you commonly see this? We see this in the rice field with the farmers. Yes, very good. Farmers use this for spraying insecticides and foliar fertilizers. So what is the difference with this knapsack sprayer to other sprayer? This knapsack sprayer is used for spraying fertilizers in a large area, because you can carry the trigger sprayer in your rice field. You can carry it, but you cannot use it because of the large area. So this knapsack sprayer is used for a large area. Okay, and then we have the wheelbarrow. So what is the use of the wheelbarrow? A wheelbarrow is used for transporting tools, small equipment, and farm materials. So if it is heavier for you to carry, you can use the wheelbarrow to transport the farm materials so that it is easier and faster. And then we have the sickle. So what is the use of a sickle? A sickle is used for cutting weeds and has different shapes for specific purposes. So you can use the sickle to harvest the rice for harvesting. Yes, and we have the last one, the pruning saw. If we have a pruning shear, we also have a pruning saw. So a pruning saw is used for cutting branches of trees over 1 inch in diameter. So with small branches, if you can cut it with a pruning shear, you can use the pruning saw. Okay, so now we are down to our basic preventive maintenance of the farm tools. I will just move my camera because it's blocking my presentation. Maybe here. Okay. So, our basic preventive maintenance of farm tools. So, how are you going to take care of your tools so that it can last longer? So we have the preventive maintenance is also an operation to perform to prolong the useful life of our tools and equipment. So first, what are you gonna do? Always inspect the tools before using them. If you find a badly damaged, just discard it or replace it. Okay? In a replaceable condition, it might cause injury to the worker. So always check your hand tools, your tools at home. Please check it to avoid injury to the workers. So in order to prevent those bad happenings, the injuries, very good. You have to inspect your tools before using them. And then number 2, all tools with slight defects, loose screw or bolts, defective or lost springs, and dull blades or teeth should be separated from other tools. Make the necessary repairing before using them. Okay, so after inspecting, if you find some defects, make sure to repair it first before using. Again, to prevent the injury. Okay, then next we have number 3, all cutting tools with dull teeth, blades, or points should be sharpened before used to speed up work. Okay, remember this, that all cutting tools must be sharpened first in order to speed up the work. Yes, and sharpen can be done with a whetstone or small to medium tools, and with a file or a bench grinder, or medium to large tools. Large tools include the pick matok, the crowbar, and the axe. So you can sharpen your cutting tools by using an axe. You can rub it, you can grind it together to sharpen your tools. And then we have number 4, observe the proper use of tools to prolong their useful life and most especially to avoid accidents. Okay, so if you're cutting tools, use it for cutting. Do not use it for digging. Okay, to prolong its life. Very good. Then last, number 5, we have always clean the tools after use. So be responsible for your tools. Always clean it after using. Lubricate the surfaces and all joints before storing the tools. And it is also a good idea to repair and sharpen tools before storing them so that they are ready for use at any time. So you just have uh, to have the courage to clean your tools every time you use it. Okay, to avoid the uh, irons. Okay, and also you have to lubricate all the surfaces. Okay, so class, keep in mind that study the specific purpose and the proper use of the tools to maximize rather their use and to speed up any farm activity. Yes, you just have to keep that in mind, that if you know the purpose and the proper use of the tools, it can make your work faster. Just always remember, class, that tools are designed to make our work easier and faster. Okay, that's all. So, have you learned something from our discussion for this morning? Okay, thank you so much, and I hope that you have learned something from our discussion today. So, God bless us all, and goodbye. See you on the next video. Thank you.